Hi, I'm Greg Jones, and I want to talk to you about a subject that will really teach you how to play chord melodies, as well as help expand your chord vocabulary. Yet it's also a fun method to expand your chord vocabulary because we're going to learn how to kind of take an approach to chords we would normally take to lead guitar, to scales, intervals, and arpeggios, where you can like practice them. You know, you can be doing till you're blue in the face. But with rhythm and chords, it's like, well, what do you practice? I mean, we have songs and stuff. That's cool. But I mean, are there exercises that you can practice? Well, this will kind of show you a concept where you can do that, but at the same time, you can still be creative and have fun. First, I'm going to start with baby steps, and some of this is going to sound like kindergarten to some of you, but just hold with me, okay? In the key of C major, second string, first fret, there's a C. I'm just going to do a do, re, mi all the way up. One string, okay? I'm on the B string the whole time going up the scale. Okay, simple enough. I'm just showing you this so, anyhow, it'll help your understanding later. It's easy for most guitarists beyond beginners to do. I'm going to do the same thing on the fourth string. Now, the fourth string doesn't have a C. The lowest note would be actually technically D is the lowest note, but we'll start on the C at the fifth string, third fret. And I'm going to climb up to my fourth string, which is open, and then that's the note I was trying to target, that E, and then I'm staying on staying on the fourth string, going up the C major. Okay? I'm going to take those two note pairs, those two string pairs, and put them together, and I get this little interval. So there's the note we were playing earlier, and then from the E of that scale I just played, right, I'm going to start playing those two notes together. Now that little interval is beautiful. You might see it in a key as a C major chord, an open C major, right? But I'm only playing the fourth and second strings. That interval is called an inverted third, otherwise known as I think I've heard it called parallel sixes. It's a sixth, okay? And these sixes or thirds, I'll call them inverted thirds because they're, a third is C to E. C here and E up there. Except we're inverting it, meaning the E comes first, lower than the C, okay? So that's why we called it inverted third, or if you count, there's 6 letters from E to C going up the scale. Inverted thirds, and listen to me play these up the fretboard in the key of C major. Okay, so you want to get good at this, and what helps is if you know the number system and think of this as the 1 chord, 1's major, so it's going to be shaped like that, like you know in the C major, and the 2 is minor. Notice it's going all 1 fret. Minors are shaped like this, and majors are shaped like that. So 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, there's the major, 4 major, 5 major, 6 minor. 7 is diminished, but we'll think of it, diminished as a minor, the flat 5, so think of that as a minor. And then back to your major shape. Pretty cool. So now I'm going to take those intervals, and I'm doing that on the second, fourth string, but I could do these on other string pairs too. There's the first and third. We'll just stick to the second and fourth, okay? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add bass notes to the picture. So there's a bass note, my C note. The bass notes are going to be in the same key, C major. So what I'm going to do is hold my C bass down and move those intervals up, okay? Now when the intervals get too high up the fretboard, I'll switch from this C on the 5th string, 3rd fret, to the C on the 8th fret, 6th string. Okay, so I got 2 to choose from. So check it out. I can do that, or I can switch to that bass note, which is, okay, I'll get a little closer. And then I can, which is really, I'm playing that, but I just want you to, it's easier to finger with the pinky, okay? I had to go up high, all right? So that's what I'm doing. I'll show you that again now. I'm closer. Now I can do the same thing with the D bass note, okay? And do these backwards and forwards. I'm just showing you them ascending right now. So the D would be there, and that's a hard stretch. I don't like that one. Every once in a while you find ones you don't like. I'm hate that one, but there'll be some clunkers later. Not many, but. Whoops, did I hit that right? Or I can switch to that D. And then E, you might be tempted to use the open. And that's cool, but you want to be able to do these in other keys. So don't only rely on the open. You know, learn how to do it like. There's the one I don't like at all. Every once in a while you find one you don't like. Then F. So I can't reach anything. Well, I can start. Sorry, do that F. And then when I get to there, I gotta switch. So learn all these, okay? I won't take you through them all. Okay? And then once you do, this is how you play chord melodies. So you can do, or fills. See? And I'm just doing that across second and fourth strings, but I can do them with any string pair I want. Other exercise, another approach is to take this backwards. Hold one interval and let your bass notes move. Watch. My bass notes are moving through the C major scale. Whoops. So I'm doing essentially. Okay, and I can go up higher if I can reach. So I learned to do that, then change to my next interval and try the same trick. And then the next interval, same trick, bass notes are moving. Okay, you can do that on different string pairs too. So but this is the idea. I call this chord mining. It's my own concept, okay? That's my term. Another thing you can do also with these is, we're doing these with inverted thirds, and they're wider space, but you can also do these with the straight thirds. They're going to be thinner sounding, but they can be cool too. So I'm on, these are some thirds on the second and third string, okay? You might have heard, you know, well, sorry. Those are thirds. So imagine trying to do the bass notes with those thirds. I'm doing a C bass note, right? Or a D bass note. Whoops. Whoops. So you can also practice straight thirds, okay? How does this look like, and what's this look like in a chord melody type of thing? Well, let me show you some examples real quick, the concept. That or in key of G. Notice that time my bass notes are moving. Those are intervals. I know that doesn't look like it, but it's just that, you know. I just did it one finger, and my right hand's only playing second and fourth string. Okay. Now I'm not completely doing the chord mining. That's a little fill. Sometimes I do a single melody, single note melody. You know, that type of thing. So your melodies can have the intervals and sometimes single note stuff to get the job done. But that's the basic idea behind it. So hope you're getting something out of this. It's a great way to play chord melodies without having to simply learn songs. It's also a great way for you to discover new chords. I mean, I've discovered some beauties, you know, by this concept, like. This is a neat one. And I guess I should add that that's a neat interval. I should also add that, you know, we've only been playing like with these, the chord mining, like 3 strings, a bass note on 1 string, and then like a string pair. That's 3 strings only. You can later add in the other, another 1 to 3 strings on a 6-string guitar. And that's where you really start to expand your chord vocabulary. And some of these chords you're hearing me play, that's a D minor. It's like a D minor 7. Yeah, add 7, I think, or add 9. I'm sorry, D minor, add 9. I've discovered these chords, you know, by the chord using that chord mining concept. Okay. And combining them with sometimes other strings. That one's only 3 strings. Those last 2 or 3 are, but some of these are bigger. So anyhow, like this one's a bigger. So you can do that as well and expand your chords out even farther. So I hope this helps. Check out my website, gregjonesmusic.com. Thanks for watching.